All right, welcome back to my channel. And on this video, we are going to also also going to learn how to prove that two functions are inverse. So in my last video, the part 3 of this series, I already showed you how you can use a particular method in solving it or improving it. So in this video, we are going to use another method, which is what I'm going to show you now. So let's look at the first function, which is the function of f of x equals negative 3x squared plus 5. Okay, so what we have to do is we need to rewrite this function so that it looks exactly like this. That is what we are going to do, and let's see how we do that. So this, we can turn this to y equals negative 3x squared plus 5. Okay, so now since we are doing inverse, we need to switch the place of the variables. So you have s equals negative 3 y squared plus 5. Okay, so we now say x minus 5 equals negative 3y squared. So you just subtract 5 from both sides. So after this, the next thing you need to do is, of course, you divide both sides by negative 3, negative 3. So here you now have this is similar as negative x plus 5 over 3 for this, because of this negative. So you now say equals to y squared, right? So, and this, you can do what? You can square both sides, square root both sides. So if you square root both sides, this will now give you square roots of negative x plus 5 over 3 equals y, okay? Because this is going to cancel this. So this, you can say, oh, we have negative x plus 5. So it's the same thing here. Plus 5 is plus and x is minus. Or you can rewrite it as that. You can say 5 minus x over 3 equals y. So this is y inverse, okay? This is not the same thing as this y. So this y is the same thing as what? As g of x. So let's also see if this can also go back to this, okay? Because they are inverse, so they must satisfy the both conditions. So what we are going to do here is you have your g of x to be square root of 5 minus x over 3, right? So basically, this, we remember how we turn this to y here. You do the same thing here. So you now have square root of 5 minus x over 3. So let me clean this, because this is s. So this is s. Basically, what we are just going to do is just to square both sides so that we can remove this square root. So you have y squared equals to 5 minus x over 3. Remember how we switch between x and y over here? So you do the same thing. So this will now be x squared equals 5 minus y over 3, right? So use this to multiply this. So you now have x squared, it will now be 3x squared equals 5 minus y, okay? So what do we do here? We take 5 to the other side, so we subtract 5 from both sides. So you have 3x squared minus 5 equals negative y, right? Remember, this y we are talking about will be an inverse function. So you do what? You divide both sides by negative 1, negative 1. So this will be negative 3x squared plus 5 equals y. So that will now be your answer to this question. So this is the negative 3x squared plus 5. I hope you can see this equals what? Our f of x, or you say it's y inverse. So we've been able to prove that we can turn from here to here, from one function to the another, and vice versa. So with this, we'll say yes, these functions are inverse.